the King of Pop's only daughter waging war against the handlers of her father's multi-billion-dollar estate. In newly filed court documents, Paris Jackson accusing John Branca and John McClane of abusing their roles as executors in order to line their own
Dirty
pockets,
dogs.
paying themselves irregular premium payments and unexplained bonuses. The 27-year-old Jackson alleging the men paid themselves nearly $150 million over the course of 12 years, taking home more than $10 million in 2021 alone.
Good Lord.
Paris says that figure is more than double of what any member of the Jackson family actually received.
The estate is required to file a yearly accounting explaining where the money is invested, how they've invested it, and what they've spent money on. The estate has not filed an accounting since 2021. And Paris Jackson has a lot of problems with their accounting. She's going to need to go to trial and produce evidence that shows that all these wrongdoings in financial matters have actually been completed.
A source close to the estate telling ABC News, the fact is Paris's lawyers lost against the estate and have been ordered to pay the estate's attorney's fees, adding that all the beneficiaries are well taken care of. The estate also previously disclosing that Paris has received $65 million in addition to the $2 billion estate she will inherit alongside her brothers, Prince and BG.
I know you've been waiting a long time for this.
Another point of contention for Paris, the upcoming biopic about her father, entitled simply Michael.
Can you lower the lights for me, please?
Lawyers for Paris pointing out that Miles Teller is the only A-list actor in the film, playing none other than John Branca, who, as executive producer, had a hand in casting himself.
Pause. Let me say right now, man, that movie finna go nuts. The biopic, it's finna go nuts, bro. That's probably why she fighting right now and looking through shit and combing through things, because once the movie come out and they about to inherit the $2 billion estate, which really should be actually more, to be honest, she's making sure everything is flowing correctly. It looked like they were scheming off the top, which means she probably got an external accountant to run through the numbers. You know what I'm saying? We got a lawyer to look at that lawyer's stuff, because that's what you got to do. Or you just got to fire the old people and then get the new people in and be like, all right, what you see? You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you find out that they scheming off the top. Plus, they trying to double their profits than the inheritance of the kids themselves, which are supposed to get more money. Unless the contract states elsewise, which I doubt. But you see me? This is like, if y'all remember Straight Outta Compton, Eazy-E, his manager, basically eating more than the artist himself. So it's like, but he didn't disclose that, and he's like taking more from him. It's like backtracking. It's like finesse. But that's why you got to read your contracts. That's why you got to read those contracts. Very important, man. Definitely if you at that status of Michael Jackson.
Jackson's death in 2009 shocked the world and put an 11-year-old Paris into the glaring public eye.
Ever since I was born, Daddy has been the best father you could ever imagine.
Poor child. It's okay, baby.
And I just wanted to say I love him so much.
Since then, she's carved out a space for herself in the
Gangsta
music
cry.
industry, telling GMA in 2020 about the support Michael gave his children growing up.
No matter what it was we were interested in, at one point I wanted to be an astronaut. He was like, do it, you know, educate yourself as much as possible and then go with it.
That is not his kids.
Paris Jackson is also taking a swing at the way she says the estate has been invested, including accusing the lawyers who run the estate of sitting on a $400 million pile of cash instead of properly investing it, which the estate executors dispute. Now, each of Jackson's kids are expected to get their full inheritance of his estimated $2 billion estate when they reach a certain age threshold. But, guys, that's years away.
Yes, it is. All right, Matt. Thank you. A chilling new video capturing the moments after a TikTok.
Sorry. And this is why you must always, let's just say this. This is why you must always pay attention to where the money going, follow the money, keep them steady in the money. It's all business at the end of the day. If your father has put his life worth inside of music, it has made a global imprint on the earth. And then the people that he left in charge of the money to be taken care of that he thought he trusted, was whole time scheming out the money. But not for that long. They scheming out the money for multiple years. You know, maybe even decades. And then on top of that, your kids are the beneficiaries, which means they're the victims of these wrongdoings of said lawyers. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that they think they might, let me get this money let me slowly traffic this money into my personal accounts before they inherit the account and have to do accountant. But they might have did it earlier. They're like, man, we getting this soon. It's a possibility that these numbers ain't looking right. My inheritance month is less than 5 million. They making 10 million each. How is this possible when it's our shit type shit? Yeah. There's a thing called like a power attorney, POA, right? So you got your power attorney and then like your finances, right? And usually if you don't specify who controls your finances, the POA controls your finances. You know what I mean? But they said never let the POA be the person or the beneficiary usually that basically manages your finances too, because they have incentive to what? Off you or get rid of you. So if you're in a dire situation and it's pull the plug or be brain dead or be crippled, that person might just pull the plug and just get the inheritance. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they say separate the two individuals, right? That being said, in this instance, as the beneficiary of the company, I would have immediately, I'm be honest, I would have immediately fired dude as soon as my daddy died. Your dad. But then again, she was a kid. But whoever was the mother or whoever else was in charge, which could have been these same people, so you trusted them your whole life. She was a child when her dad died. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So who do you trust? You can't really trust these people. They've been around you all their life, but they scheming off the top every time. And they've been doing this for a very long time. You know how much money they probably would have made? Way more money than the beneficiaries, which is the daughter and the son. And it's suspect, but that's the game, and that's why you don't trust, you know what I'm saying? You measure twice and cut once. You got to double check everybody's work. Everybody needs to be checked for what they're doing, because this is a business we're running. My father's music has infinite amount of revenue sources coming in, definitely from all the catalogs he also bought, and you disrespecting me by trying to finesse me. And then I'm getting the inheritance after a certain amount of time. So I double check, and it looked like you've been scheming me off the top for a long time. Yeah. Push comes to shove, they got the catalog and it's they shit. Then it's they shit, and they just fired them anyway, because that was the the estate deed or whatever it was, the trust, which you must have if you at that level. If you at that level, you think you're gonna be at the level, get a trust and make sure there's a stipulation. I would even put a stipulation that to fire the lawyers. Fuck you. The lawyers, you're fired after 5 years of accounting. We can't go with the same team. Sorry. We gotta go with this new guy for the next 5 years. It's just business, That being said, at the end, I'm be honest, dude, and I know everybody has this speculation, so I'm gonna start with saying allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. Those ain't his kids. Fuck. I'm not about to sugarcoat nothing. I'm savage. You hear me? I'm be honest. Allegedly, those not his kids. Yeah. I look at him. There's no identifying factors. The nose, nigga, that nose ain't even his nose, G. I know that's not. And then you look at the son. Now the son a little bit more. He got the Rastafari going on. Him, he was a little bit more Rasta. You know what I'm saying? I understand that part. But then again, I don't know, dude. Shit was a little suspect. I didn't like seeing that, because it's like Michael Jackson. I don't see. Just because you change how your face look doesn't mean you change how your genes interpret RNA. You know what I'm saying? Your recessive and dominant genes, your phenotype. That's all inside the bloodstream. You just can't metabolic. That's like a girl getting a BBL and then her kids got a flat butt. I mean, got a BBL too. And you like, that's my kids because I got a BBL too. No, that's not how that works. If you had the gene for flat booty, your kids gonna probably have a flat booty too. Now I'm just saying, like, when they grow up, whatever. But I'm just saying, you can't bring over stuff like, and it's kind of weird to think it like that, but it's like, this is what's happening. If you get plastic surgery on a nose, your kids can't come out with plastic surgery on their nose type shit. Talking about that's your kid. And that's the only kind of resembling factors. Unless the mama genes are so strong. But like I said, allegedly, this is the word around town. I don't know nothing. This is AngeloSavage. You ain't suing me. I'm just saying. Allegedly, that's not his kids. G. Allegedly. It's your boy AngeloSavage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. I think these lawyers are wrong. They should give them kids that money because they wrong. That's all I need to know. And then it's a state. Everybody know that Michael Jackson got the highest paying estate post, how you say it, mortem, like dead. You know what I'm saying? So once you die, he has the best estate because he gets the most revenue. They make like $80 to $100 million a year, some shit like that. Some crazy number. While he's been dead. He's been dead for a very long time. Over 15 years, I believe, something like that. So it's your boy AngeloSavage. Tell me what y'all think about that. Just in the comments section. We gonna stay updated on that, man. Let's get it. Savage. Peace.